Hello again, everyone. Welcome to part 4 of our series on automating monitoring of cryptocurrency for free with UI.Vision. And in today's video, we want to look at how we can expand on our existing macro by including the buy price of the coins that we are interested to monitor, so that when we capture the current sell price, we can then use that to calculate the percentage of gains and losses of the coins that we are interested in. So to start, let's open up our macro and we go to our coins input file. And if we looked at the file, we'll see the coins that we're interested in. And I'm just going to put in some bogus buy prices of those coins. So here for BNB, say I bought it at $720 per unit. And for BTC, I bought it at $88 per unit. For Stellar, I'm buying it at 0.651234. Yeah, whatever, per unit. So we're just gonna put in some bogus prices for our coins. Okay, we'll save the file. So now our input file contains the buy price. So let's just execute that command and see what happens. So if you execute that command alone, go to the variables tab, we will see that we have captured the new input here as well. Now, if you remember, our current macro outputs 2 columns into the coin output file. And the 2 columns that we output are the coin name and the current sell price. So we're going to need to add 2 more columns. And the first one is the buy price. So when we use the store command, enter the buy price after the coin column. And after the current sell price, we're going to add another column called the percentage gain or loss. Okay, let's go and save our macro. And the next thing we want to do is to go take a look at our coin output file and look at the price that we capture from the screen. And you'll see that it has dollar signs and commas. So if we're going to use it to calculate percentages, we have to strip those special characters like the dollar signs and the commas. So let's go down in our script and look at the steps where we actually store the value. Okay, and what we want to do is once we capture that value from the screen using the store text, we want to execute a little program to strip away the dollar sign and the commas from the price that we capture from the screen. Okay, so we'll type in the command, and first command here, what we're going to do is convert that text into a variable within my program. So cur price val is the name of this variable in the program. And I use a function called replace in JavaScript, and I can provide it with the dollar sign that I want to replace with nothing. So this way I strip off the dollar sign from the variable. And same thing, I will have the replace command to strip off the commas. Okay, so the backslash before the dollar sign and the comma indicates that it's a control character, and the /g indicates that I want to do it for every comma and every dollar sign in the value. So, and then what we're going to do is return a numeric version of that variable so that I can use it for calculation later. So back in my macro, you will see that I'm saving that back over the current sell price variable in the macro. Next, we create another snippet of JavaScript command. And what I want to do here is to calculate the percentages of gain or loss. Okay, similarly, we create an internal variable to the program called current price val, and that is essentially the value carried by the current sell price variable in the macro. Okay, and now we want to capture the assign the buy price. And if you remember, the buy price is read from the coin CSV file that we use as input, and it's stored as column 2 in that file. Okay, once we have the current price, the current sell price and the buy price, we can then calculate the differential between the two by taking the current price minusing the buy price. Next, we create a variable called the percentage, and we assign it a value of 0 initially. Okay, but before we calculate the percentage, we want to make sure that the buy price value is greater than 0, because otherwise, because the percentage is calculated by the differential price over buy price. So if buy price is 0, we're going to hit a problem dividing anything with 0. We get infinity. So which is why we put the calculation of the different percentage in a if then else block. Yeah, so if an if block, we make sure that we never divide it by 0. Okay, so we then return the calculated percentage value out to the macro. And as usual, let's save the macro. And yeah, one more thing we need to do is when we return the difference percentage, we have to store it in a variable in the macro. So let's call that diff percentage. And now that we have the diff percentage, it's time to output that into the output file. And the second column, we're going to put the buy price, and we're going to add a fourth column to the output file, and we're going to put in the diff percentage value in that file. Okay, we save the macro again, and it's time to test it. Oh, and but before that, let's stop the macro. We delete off the coin output file first, and yeah, then we'll start creating the macro again, or running the macro, sorry. And the macro starts running, and you can see that it starts capturing. So let's speed through the run here a little bit, and we want to examine the output file and to see if it is doing what we wanted it to do. Alright, so we just completed the run, and let's look at the output file. Right, so as you can see now, we have 4 columns. The second column is the buy price, the sell price is in the third column, and the actual calculated percentage is in the fourth column. Oh, I just realized I mistaken Bitcoin with Bitcoin standard hash rate, which is why you see a 70,000 or 62,000 or 70,000 plus percentage gains from that value. So yeah, but Bitcoin did actually grow by that kind of magnitude. All right, so so at this stage, our macro is doing what we want it to do. It is able to read from our input file, which contains the coin name and the buy price. But once the macro completes, we'll get the output file with the coin name, the buy price, the current sell price, and the percentage of gain or loss as at the time the script or the macro was run. And what we want to learn in the next upcoming video is how to email that output file to ourselves. Till then, if you think this video has been helpful, please do like and subscribe so that you get notified when the next video has been posted. And until then, have a nice weekend, have a nice week ahead, and stay safe, everyone. Bye-bye.